If a man will be used of God and remain relevant with God, one area of battle he must win is the area of purity. And people don't graduate from it. It is a kind of warfare called the battle of attrition. The way the devil fights it is not just to fall you. It's to weary you until you give up. Because it's not just about falling. You can fall and rise 7 times. So long as you still believe you can be pure, the devil knows he has not won the battle. So it's not that you fornicated or you didn't fornicate. The idea is actually not to fornicate. But most importantly is to come to the point where you tell yourself, I can live holy, I can live pure in a perverse generation. Because what the devil wants to achieve, and the reason why you fall every 3 months, is to get you to the point where you give up and say, Omo, this thing no dey possible. And then you even start suspecting that there is nobody who is truly pure, that everybody is just acting. The devil brings you to that defeatist mentality where you think and assume that it's impossible to live pure. And because of that, you now create a new doctrine. God accepts you as you are. God will accept you as you are, but God will not work with you as you are. You'll see new doctrines that righteousness is a nature, it's not an act. Because they have fought this battle, they feel it's impossible. And so they weaponize it and makes it a doctrine. And that doctrine enslaves many. There are many churches today where immorality is normal. In fact, there is a system of managing it. If you come, you can point at many who are living in it. Pastor is managing it. In fact, there are many quarters today where cohabiting is natural. They feel it's a normal thing. It's a normal thing to just, a boy can just move into the house with a lady, or a lady move in with a boy, and they are living like husbands and wife, and it means nothing to them. It's normal. When you are going to minister, nobody is holy. All you need to do is just to ask God for mercy, because all of us, we are work in progress. And so they legitimize iniquity. Today we have thrown morality to the gutters. Look at scriptures and find out men who captains the move of God. The Bible spoke concerning Joseph in Genesis 39 verse 9. A woman of a big man in the city threw herself at him. Those days, when you are a man of means in society, you marry the best of women. Just the same way you ride the best of horses. And this woman threw herself to Joseph. Do what you want with me. I am all yours. And Joseph asked himself a question. How can I do this evil and sin against God? How can I commit this kind of evil? Nobody was seeing, but he knew God was seeing. I can't do this. The woman threatened him. I will not do it. In our generation today, we'll be the one going to pray, Lord, this temptation in this house. Hey, help me, oh, help me. What kind of temptation is this? Temptate what? The things that should attract anger from our spirit is what we are calling temptation. How can a married woman be affectionate towards you? Because she's beautiful. In our generation, we call it a temptation. It triggered anger in the heart of Joseph. And Joseph said, I will never do it. When the woman eventually accused him, the guy went into prison for 14 years. And there was no record that Joseph regretted of walking in purity. It was never documented that Joseph was angry with God or Joseph regretted for what he did. And suddenly the Bible will say, until the time that his word came. It said the word of the Lord tried it. The move of God in Egypt that saved the whole world was powered by a young boy that understood the place of sexual purity. If Joseph had compromised with Potiphar's wife, probably he would have become the head of the houseboys. He would have been promoted and be given a citizenship right. He would have become a senior houseboy forever. And there wouldn't have been a move of God in Egypt. Many moves of God have been aborted because of 5 minutes of pleasure in immorality. You thought nobody saw you, but heaven